We're ready?
Oh, who lives in England under the
Scotland.
Scotland. James Merrill Films.
Wow.
We're still recording that.
Yeah.
We're still recording that. Okay.
All right. We are ready to start, aren't we?
That's up to you.
Okay.
Welcome to Tipping Stars 33.
Welcome to Tipping Stars episode 33.
Yippee, yippee. There's the least amount of people ever been on a podcast, but
We can do this.
we can meld the minds.
We can do this. And we can't normally do that. And for those of you who can't see what we're doing,
Check this
it's
out.
probably for the best, actually.
Check this out. Hold on. Ready?
What are you doing? Oh, he's trying. Oh,
Oh, now we're turning in the chair.
now he's turned.
Now
Now
we're
he's
turning
turned
in the
away.
chair.
Now he's turned away.
No, we're turning in the
If
chair.
you could, he's spinning around. If you couldn't tell, Jack and I are here in person. We're in my bedroom.
Which was crazy on first.
Very,
visit,
very
by the way.
unusual place for Jack to be.
Yeah, actually, that never left the continent before. So this is a first. This is a first for Jack Division. This chair really does creak a lot.
It really does, yes.
But I'm excited to be here, and I'm in the James Merrill's Films house, Lieutenant James' house.
Yes.
It's fucking crazy. Oh
No,
god.
I don't think we've been caring about that.
Oh,
for a while.
you're right. Okay. Yeah, this is fucking weird. It's awesome.
Yeah. So this is our third trip that we've done. It's back in 2022 we went to Too Many Games, and that was the only other time that we've met in person before.
That's true. But that was all under the guise of us we vlogged and made content and stuff. And this is kind of the first time we are not doing any of that on this trip. Besides this, but
Yeah. But so we did that, and then 2 years ago in 2024, everyone but Jack stayed at Jason's house. You might remember we did a few episodes there. We went to TMG again.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of your making up for that.
redemption arc, one would say. Yeah.
Because you're the only one. Brandon is here, we'll say, because Brandon also lives in this country, and he's sat in the corner right now. But
Thanks, Brandon, for operating the camera.
thank you, Brandon.
Nice. Okay.
But the others couldn't come. It has been easier for, say, one or two people to go to one country like America than 4 people from North America to come over here.
Yeah. But it was in the making for a while. I planned this since last March.
Yeah, we have a group chat made from March 2025, and now it's August.
And now
2026.
it's all come to fruition now.
Yeah.
And my birthday's in 2 days.
You're here for your birthday. How do you feel about being here for your birthday?
I feel good. I traveled last year for my birthday.
Right.
When I turned 21, and I feel like I've always had a very I wouldn't say strange relationship with my birthday, but I don't really care that much about my birthday,
Yeah.
And since being with my partner, she's like, you should start caring about your birthday a little bit more. And I was like, yeah, I probably should a little bit. So last year we went to New York, which was a lot of fun, but then I'm like, it just happened to line up, and I was like, oh no, that's cool that I get to travel again and do something for fun on my birthday like this. So yeah, turning 22, cool. Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really nice for us to get to spend it with you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm very excited. Yeah.
I think normally on our birthdays in the group we try and call even for a little bit.
Yeah.
But obviously people have plans on their birthday and stuff, so it's very rare that we get to properly hang out. So this is gonna be really nice.
And even with the time zones and everything, it's just hard to
of course.
especially nowadays with everybody in school and you guys graduated, but it's it's hard to in recent years to get everybody in the same call for longer than 2 hours, and but now it's we get this. It's gonna be so much fun.
And we will get to what we're doing for your birthday, but first we have should we have a little recap of the trip?
We should. We absolutely should. Yeah.
So you have been here now for this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is your 9th day in England.
9th day in England. Yeah. Okay, over a week.
So the first day that you were here, you arrived. I sprinted at you.
He like side tackled me. It was crazy. I got jump scared because I had been awake for a long time, and in America, when you get off the air, at least in the airport that I usually get off the plane in on other trips, it's like you check your bags, you pick up your bags, and then like you go outside, and it's just like, here's the pickup line right here, or you can just like kind of go into the parking lot.
Yeah.
But I was trying to find that, the pickup line, and in the midst of trying to find it, I hear, "What the fuck?" and I got jumped by James Merrill, and his lovely mother, and it was just it was a lot of it was kind of like,
that was my like just like a genuine reaction to just seeing you, because I thought that you didn't have any checked luggage.
No.
So you didn't have to go through baggage claim or anything
right.
like that.
No, that's yeah.
So
I
we parked the car, we came down like the lift into like the bit where you go into the airport, and then we're walking like down the path, and then these automatic doors open and Jack comes out the other way, and I'm just like, I wasn't expecting to see you for like 20 more minutes.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, like,
you were just right there.
I never pack much on trips, and so like that just kind of made sense. But then afterwards we went to Mackey's.
We went to Mackey's. It's McDonald's, by the way.
Yeah.
I think every not every, but like a lot of different regions have different nicknames for McDonald's.
Wait, name other ones that you know.
Like I think Australians call it Maccas.
Maccers?
With an A. Like
Maccas. Oh,
I think
okay.
There's somewhere that calls it McDick's.
No, there is definitely somewhere that calls it McDick's. I've heard of that. I've definitely heard of that.
What do you?
McDonald's.
Well,
I call it the Dons, but that's just like just a Jack thing, not really like a United States. I don't think they've claimed that yet. I put in a good word though.
You're trying to like get
it. I've it's gained momentum.
That's nice.
Yeah, and that's all I've got. But we went to Mackey's. Why does a Mackey's meal, when you order chicken nuggets at the Mackey's meal, there's 9. Pull up a photo right here. Right here. I took a photo of this. Why are there only 9? What's stopping them from you having 10? Why don't you want to have 10? You answer this.
I think it's like in multiples of 3, because I think you can get a 3-piece, a 6-piece, and then a 9-piece.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's. I think Brandon is fact checking that right now behind the camera.
Okay. No, because the crazy thing was like it showed up and I was like, 9. Like that's it? Like I mean it tasted.
See, I also didn't. You were like showing me like, I can't read that from here.
Wait.
Brandon's trying to like notes app.
No 3-piece.
No 3-piece? Okay, never mind. Well, that was my theory, and I guess.
Okay.
I bungled that.
Regardless, that was the first culture shock I experienced. Well, first of all, the first culture shock was driving on the left side of the road. That was an interesting.
And the steering wheel being on the right.
On the right.
Side
that
of
was
the car.
that was the first thing, and then the second thing was definitely.
The 9-piece.
The 9-piece McNugget meal.
See, and you were trying to like show me. You were showing me and be like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Huh?"
That's all I know.
That's just normal.
This is all I've known.
I didn't understand what was so unusual about that.
No, but it was. I mean, like it was still good. Like it was a proper like good like first meal in the country. I think it was appropriate.
Same as what you get at home.
Right. But it was like, ooh, it's different than how it is in America. Now you're in now.
Did you think it tasted any different?
Well, it tasted the same, but maybe just a little bit. No, I'm kidding. It did taste different. Like it's shaped differently, and I think the breading that you use is different. But like, I mean, I'm not too picky about it. I just ate it and. Yeah.
But then, so we brought you back to my village where I live, and we had a little walk around.
Which was awesome. Went to a pub.
went to a pub. We'll talk about the pubs.
Oh, that's right.
But,
that's right.
But you, I wanted to show you around, not only because it's where I live, but also because you recognize parts of it.
Yes, from the short
films
films.
that I
Yeah,
made.
yeah. That was a very interesting.
But yeah,
experience.
we went to your first English pub.
That was incredible. It got me an icebreaker.
Mhm.
Pale ale. It was delicious. It just like, and you know, here's another thing is that like what I come to realize is that, you know, when Americans go out to drink, it tends to be for the sake of getting drunk.
Yeah, you've
Or
got,
at least
you've got a goal.
at my age,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, this is different as you get older. It tends to be at least. But I find that like it was crazy that like we went to a pub, we got a pint, and then we left, and I was like, we're not gonna have more. Like, okay, sure. I mean, but no, but that was that. But it just like. Just tasted so good.
Yeah.
You know, it made me appreciate the taste.
What do you think about? So I was trying to think back through all the pubs that we've been to. I think you've now been to 11.
11 pubs.
I think you've been to 11 different pubs.
Holy, okay.
Most of which are also older than your country and have,
Yep, that's true.
been pubs since
before the Declaration of Independence was
Yeah.
signed, which is crazy. But
So what do you think of like British pub culture?
I love it. I like it more than American pub culture, also American bar culture. I think American bar culture, at least in my experience, it's just been a lot of like, you know, it's very bodies next to bodies next to bodies, and you're like,
Yeah.
it's cramped, and it's fun to go out. Like I love, like, not to say that I don't like American bar culture, obviously, but it's just like, but you go out and it's just like, there's a lot happening, and then like it's like, all right, well, we went to one, we got to go to the next one. Then you go to the next one, and it's like, okay, well, now we got to go to the next one or whatever. And so it's a lot of that. But in an English pub, it's like, you know, you walk in and then like you're greeted by the bartender, then you're like, I have a pint, and then you're like, yeah, like sure, and then you drink it, and then you're like, oh great, okay.
Yeah, it's also something I just love about pubs is like, pub is short for public house.
Yeah,
That's literally what it is. It's like there's several rooms with like sofas you can sit in. There's a garden.
Yeah. Oh
like,
yeah. It's very pretty. Oftentimes, like the architecture inside of it is often very pretty, and because it's been preserved for, you know, hundreds and hundreds of years, and so like, and also the drinks are just so good, and so that helps.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. But yeah, it is. There's definitely, and we spoke about this with one of my friends later in the week. But the difference between like your drinking culture and our drinking culture, like you've said, is like you go out with the intention of getting drunk.
Yes.
Whereas, like me and Adam, who's my best mate from uni, who we got to hang out with, which was very nice. We would often just go out for like, oh, we'll just go out for one or two, and like if it turns into more and we end up getting drunk, that happens, but we never like go out with the intention of getting drunk.
Yeah.
There are the only times you really go out with the intention of getting drunk is if you're going to like a club or something.
Yeah, I assumed as much.
But if you're just going to the pub, it's just like a community space.
Yeah. But it's been good. Like it's really brought me down to size and realize that like I can just like sip a beer and like not feel like I need to, you know, go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just
So
enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we saw a little film called Spider-Man: Brand New Day on our first day.
Which was an MCU film. I feel like it's in my opinion. I know you can't talk about this much, but in my assessment, I understood the hype. It's Spider-Man. We all love him. We all love Spider-Man. He's a great character. But I was just kind of like, I mean, it's an unpopular opinion. I know that people were very, you know, captivated by this one. They're like, it's the best live action Spider-Man we've had in years, and I'm like, and this film is so good and whatever. I was just kind of like, it's fine. It's whatever. I enjoyed it. It was good enough.
No comment from me. And well, that was our first day. Was a nice introduction.
Yeah,
to the
nice.
country.
Yeah. Very similar to what I would probably usually do in an American for where I'm from, but it was But then we went into the next day, and that was like,
Yeah, the next day we went to one of my kind of neighboring towns, and that's where you showed you a few more things that you wouldn't get back home.
sure. And that's where rather,
We made a new friend.
we made a new friend. Please introduce yourself, Chester. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab him. Look at him. Look at this guy. We went to Poundland,
We went to Poundland.
and we got him for £2.
He is a beaver ornament, but in our hearts, he is so much more than that.
Yeah, he's everything and more. He stops wars.
When he does his little dance, all the wars end.
All the wars
That's just a little
end.
fun fact about Chester.
Yeah, no. We found him at Poundland. We went to we picked him up. We were like, "Oh, this is really funny."
This is a funny beaver.
He's a funny beaver. He doesn't say anything because he doesn't
He doesn't
talk,
talk.
but
He dances.
he looks very silly. Yeah, he does. And so it was very silly to look at. We put him back, and then we were like, "All right, well, if I can't find anything else on my trip, we'll come back to Poundland and we'll get it, and we'll name him Chester, and we'll take him here, and we'd take him here." And he would do this.
He'd do this, and he'd do this.
And he'd do this, and he would dance, and he would have and we were like five aisles down the road, and we were like, we have been talking about this stupid beaver for minutes. Why? So we just turned right back around, we grabbed him, we took him out, and then and he's been with us ever since.
I think maybe the best £2 anyone's spent.
I agree, and he's gonna now go back to America as a nice souvenir, and he's gonna be. And because where are you going to find that in America? You won't. You can't.
You can't.
He's not there.
Yet.
He won't be there. But he's in our hearts now, and it's all that matters. And frankly, I'm just glad he's here.
I couldn't imagine this trip without him, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, we've taken him to pubs. We've taken him to an escape room, which is what we did after
Yes.
that. That was a lot of fun.
We went to an escape room.
Yeah, we took him there. We actually asked. And this is. I went up to
So we had been to another pub before we did the escape room, which maybe wasn't the best idea.
Yeah.
But I was like, hey, you should. I thought we were gonna have to like leave our phones outside of the room, which ended up not being the case. So I said to you, hey, you should like say to the employee, hey, can you look after Chester for me when we go in?
So I did, in fact, go up to the employee. So the employee like brought us to the room. We walked in, and she was like, "All right, so we got an hour. I'm going to be communicating with you via this TV up here, and you'll be set." And before I was like, "Wait, but can you can you hold on to Chester for me?" And like this was a normal occurrence, she was like, "Oh, he can stay in there with you." Like. He, as in Chet, it was awesome. It was she was along for the ride, along for the bit,
Yes.
and we finished the escape room.
We did with like 3 minutes to spare, and I love escape rooms.
I do too. The last escape room that I went to, it was like the hardest difficulty by accident, and it was just like locks all over the wall. I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna get this done. So
this one was good. It was good puzzles, like different rooms unlocked and open for us to go and solve the next thing.
And the theme was Y2K themed. It was really cool.
Yeah, we had to like stop the virus. Yeah, it was good.
Stop the virus. You know.
But we went to some other iconic British shops and locations.
Of course.
So you had your first Greggs there.
Let me tell you a little bit about Greg's. Okay, you haven't lived a day in your life until you've had a Greg's sausage roll. All right, I think it's safe to say that my life is now a binary between before my first Greg's sausage roll and now after my first Greg's sausage roll. £1.50 for bliss. It's a warm pocket of joy and fun and good feeling. And at the end of the day, like, come on, you can't complain about it. It was amazing. It was so good. I can understand the appeal. Where is this in America? Is my question.
I couldn't put it better myself.
I feel like it was It was great. It was great. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say about that. It was
Greg's is a wonderful place, and the sausage roll is like the most iconic. Classic.
It is. There was like, I mean, there were other options, but like the sausage roll section was like there was just so many of them. I thought about getting another one, but like I want to savor it, you know, like savor the experience, and it was just so good. It was so good.
I agree. We went to CEX.
That too, we did go to the first CEX that day.
I think most of our audience on the Mixed Arts is American, so I should probably clarify what some of these places are.
Oh, Greg's is like
Greg's is like a chain of bakeries, basically.
Mm-hmm.
CEX is like a used media store, so they sell used video games, DVDs, sometimes CDs as well.
This is not GameStop though. Like GameStop.
It's not GameStop.
Like
it's only like traded in stuff. So you're only going to buy pre-owned things. And they sell consoles and phones and it's used tech.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. But mainly video games and films is what you find there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where like a lot of my games have come from there, because it's like a mostly affordable way of getting stuff. And there's
it's quite affordable,
and they've got stores everywhere. And honestly, we have a lot more of like that. The kind of pre-owned market here is way bigger than like, we don't have like a GameStop equivalent anymore. We used to have this place just called Game, which now kind of only exists as like a section of Sports Direct, which is like, what's it doing there? So we don't have and even like like Tesco used to have a video game section. That's gone. So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think I did hear about this.
So like CEX is really the only kind of physical shop that you can go into to buy things like that now. It's like the used market is kind of it.
Yeah, but that first CEX we went to was like a nice introduction. I don't think we got it. Oh, we found the room. That was crazy. We found a copy of the room in there. With a picture of Tommy Wiseau.
It had like a headshot like inside the case.
Yeah.
But what was so crazy about that is they should not have been able to sell it, because I don't think they ever made a DVD copy of The Room over here. Brandon, you for sure know that. Is that true? That's true. They never made a DVD copy over here, so it's a Region 1 disc, which means it won't play on our systems. But what they had done is they had clearly confused it with the movie Room with Brie Larson, because that's what the sticker said. So someone had like got the movie wrong and then put it on the shelf. So Brandon was able to buy it, and now he owns a copy of The Room bought from CEX, which should never be possible.
He should never take off the price tag, because that's just the whole part of the experience.
Hilarious.
And he's putting his thumbs up in the lens. So we did go to CEX. I didn't find anything of note there. Did you got some films there, right? Is that where you got Irma Vep up there?
Yeah, I got Irma Vep, I got The Sacrifice, which are two that I've been meaning to see for a while, and it's just nice to have them available.
But we walked around this little village, and would you call that a village, or
it's like a town?
A town. We walked around the town.
And then Jack had his first Weatherspoons experience.
Oh, you're so right. Oh my God, that was the first time. It was also Chester's first Weatherspoons experience.
Yes.
If you think about it too, he had his first pint there. No, he had his first pint at the previous pub.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Weatherspoons, I'll also explain for the American listeners. Weatherspoons is a chain of pubs, and so it's like they're all different pubs. They all have different names, and like the architecture styles are completely different. They all have unique carpets. That's a fun fact. But they all have like the same menu. All the food tastes the same, the drinks are the same. It's also known as being like a very budget option.
I'm trying to think of like an equivalent. It'd be like Chili's maybe. It's kind of like Chili's, I would say. But in that like, it's still different from Chili's. But like there's so many Chili's around, and the architect. I mean, depending on where you go, the architecture's gonna be a little bit different.
Yeah.
but they're not always called. But except like Weatherspoons is not always called Weatherspoons. There's like it's like a Weatherspoons chain with a name.
Yeah, the pub will have its own name,
Yeah, but like
but the owner company is Weatherspoons.
Chili's in that like it's a cheaper option. You can still get alcohol there if you really wanted to. Like cost effective food, like that's probably the closest, but it's still different. Is like what I would say.
Yeah.
Went there, got the Doom Bar.
Yeah, you weren't a fan of the Doom Bar, were you?
No, it was very like I can't describe. I don't know how to describe like it was very not very good. that's what I'd say.
Very not very
Good. Yeah, I don't know. It was a kind of ale, but I can't remember like it was probably the lowest ranked pint I've had in the UK thus far.
I think it's fitting that would come from a Spoons.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty cheap compared to all the other pints that we've had. So
yeah, but yeah, we got dinner there, and that was our second.
Oh, we watched
day.
with Noel and I. That was also.
We watched with Noel. It's a British classic. It's a very iconic British film.
Richard E. Grant, which you might know from Saltburn, is in that film. I can't believe that was a sentence. That hurt to say. But go on.
But yeah, and so our next day was our first day that we've spent in London.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So we started the day. We got the train into St Pancras, and we took Jack to a little cafe where he had his first full English breakfast.
And it was so good. Okay, it was so good. All right, you got it. I can't complain. People, I don't know what. Okay, there's this like weird stigma that like Americans complain about English.
I wanted to ask you about this because it is this thing. Americans all the time are like, England is known for having bad food.
But that's just not true though. Like it's just not true. It's good. It's good food. I mean, I'm trying to think of like, I will say, and we'll get to this later, like when I had the full English, not the full English, the Sunday roast, I took a picture of it and I posted it online, or I posted it on my Instagram story, and all my friends were like, what is this? What is this? What like I had like 3 people be like, what is that? You know what I mean? Because it's very brown.
Yeah.
And they're probably like, it looks a little bit like poop goop, you know what I mean? And then, but they don't understand. They just don't get it. They don't get it. Okay, it's good. Full English. It didn't come with the pudding. That was the only thing that it didn't come with.
The black pudding, yeah.
The black pudding. That was the only thing it didn't come with. But oh, it was so delectable. I mean, like, dude, the tomatoes, the hash browns, the bacon, dude. The bacon.
Yeah, very different to your bacon.
I mean, but not even that different. Like, it's just like cooked differently, and it's wider. I would say it's very good. Very. Yeah. I mean, like people, you know, like they gotta lock in a little bit. Like, I mean, our bacon's good. Our bacon is very good. I might even prefer our bacon to your bacon, but the bar, it's like neck and neck. It's like this,
right?
You know, so
yeah. I'll say what I think about like British food is that it's just very comforting.
Yes, it is. It is. It's not like a blast of flavor. I mean, sometimes it is a blast of flavor, but it's very just like, it's not trying to be anything that it isn't, you know. Yeah. And it's just like simple and good food, and you're like, oh man, yeah, good.
But what we did after that, we went to this place called Novelty Automation.
Oh yeah, I have the brochure, which I'll show in my pickup section.
Yes. Which is, so I hadn't been there before, and it was so sick.
It was awesome.
My sister recommended this place. It's like an arcade, but it's not like traditional arcade machines. It's all machines that were made by the same guy, and so instead of like controlling like pixels on a screen, you are controlling like a physical like wooden puppet or something, and that he's made like a game that actually works with like kind of like clockwork mechanics, and things like that, and they all have this kind of sort of twisted sense of humor to them.
Yeah, they're all hilarious. Like, I mean, for an example, there was one that was like, keep grandma warm or cause the planet to overheat and everyone dies. Like, it was something like that. And it's like, and on top, it's like there's two sides. It says dead or bad. And like, if you saved grandma, you were bad because you just cost everybody their lives. But if you killed grandma, dead because you killed grandma. But it's just there was like
you have to kind of maintain this like balance between the two is the idea of the game there.
Yeah.
But the context that it's been put in is just so.
It's so fun. Like all of the machines had some like weird sense. We played a divorce game.
We did, yes.
Which was awesome.
Which is there's a man and a woman and they're holding a house, and then we had to like turn these hand cranks. It's like a tug of war with the house basically, and that's divorce.
Yeah, and there was just so many of those kinds of machines there. I don't want to spoil anymore.
Yeah, I think if people have the opportunity and haven't been, you owe it to yourself to go. It's a great day out.
If you don't have you should just look up videos online. Like, we're not going to be able to explain it because it's just like the machines are so funny. There's an insane photo booth that we went to.
You have to try the photo booth.
You have to try the photo booth. We have pictures of two random guys on our photo booth now. I won't spoil why or how. You have to look it up or go.
Find out for yourself. It'll be great. But then the next thing that we did in London is we went to the Camden Market.
Brandon loved the Camden Market. The Camden Market is like this huge marketplace, just like street vendors and food and like anime shops, and Bandai Namco has a store there, and like we walked in and there's like all these figures and video games and like and clothes, and I ate it up because I'm a filthy idiot who loves to buy things, and we went all across this area and it was awesome. The most interesting thing that happened there though was we were walking inside one of these like big open air this big open air like shopping centers, and like I mean amongst the you'll see in some of my pickups, I got some pickups there.
Yeah.
But like we like walk through and there's like, you know, food station, like you can get some hot dogs and some pizza, and there's like vintage toys and like all this stuff. We come up on this like vendor, and it's this huge booth of just like fake Egyptian scrolls.
Yeah.
And it's just like they're not, by no means are they official or like from some pyramid or anything.
No,
they're just ironed on.
They're
or whatever.
posters that are made to look like ancient scrolls.
Right, but they all had like gods and mythology and like art from Egypt and stuff. But we saw one that was just Paw Patrol. There was just like a Paw Patrol scroll on there. I grab it and I'm like, this is so funny, James or Brandon. You should. I was like, you should get a video of me like in the midst of this like really extravagant looking booth with all these Egyptian scrolls, and I'm like looking at the scroll, and then I'm like, I look like I find the meaning of life, and you turn around and it's just Paw Patrols on it. Before we could do that though, the vendor like swooped in and was like, do you like this? And I was like, yeah, it's pretty funny. And he goes, check this out. He takes it from my hand and he puts it up to this light. And he's like, look, if you put it up to this light, it glows in the dark. And there's more Paw Patrol on it.
There's like a different Paw Patrol pattern that it reveals when it's dark. Glows in the dark for a different Paw Patrol. I don't think you understand. Right?
and I was like, no, I think I understood. I was like, oh, that's cool, thank you. I put it back. He takes it back out and he puts it in my hand and he goes, you know what? Are you a student? Like, do you go to school? I'm like, yeah, I go to school. I'm about to graduate like in the next year. And he's like, okay, cool. I'm going to give you half off, 25 pounds, which means that this scroll was 50 pounds.
50-pound Paw Patrol grown the dog.
Which to us is like
Ancient Egyptian.
$70 for this. I could give me 30 minutes. I could do the same thing. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing. And I was like, I'm okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. I put it back. He takes it back out. He hands it to me. He goes, no. Listen, I believe you. You're a student. Okay. 15 pounds. And I'm like, I literally don't, I do not want it. I don't want it.
You showed no interest outside of holding it for a minute, and he's dropped the price from 50 to 50.
So yeah, because clearly, I mean, there was like stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and all this stuff everywhere. And I was like, because no one wants to buy it. And so I was like, I'm good. I put it back and we walk away.
Yeah.
He
was so desperate to get rid of it.
I couldn't look back at him because I know that he would have been so like he would have been utterly dejected. It was like the first time anyone has picked up one of his products in years. But yeah, that was a good Camden Market experience. Got some pickups there. I'll show off in a minute. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. No, I shouldn't do that yet.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Okay.
But after that, so we had a bit of time to kill before our train back, and we my parents had found that there was like a cinema on the canal.
Oh yeah.
And so we were like, we've got some time. We might as well just like see what they're showing. And we had the schedule of what they were showing on which days, and we looked at what was going to be on that day and at that time. And they had like we were going to see the end of Top Gun Maverick, and then it was going to be like King's Cross Film Choice, and we were like, okay, so we don't know what that film's going to be.
No.
So we saw the end of Top Gun Maverick, and it was very cool to see it there. It was a beautiful like place.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then we were like, okay, so what is the next film going to be? And they had a bit of like a 15-minute or something break to like for the employees to come and like reset all the cushions where people were sitting and just like tidy it up for the next lot of people to come in. And while they did that, on the screen they had this thing. They had like an image from La La Land that said "Every Man on the Canal," and I was like, "Oh, so it's gonna be La La Land."
That's so cool. Like
that's gonna be great. We should stay for the start, but we can see the Another Day of Sun bit in this beautiful setting. That's gonna be really
it's like
really
sunset
awesome.
and everything. It's like
and there's water. There's boats going by on the water. Beautiful. And so we wait it out, and we're like, "Well, this is gonna be really nice to see La La Land."
Yeah.
And the guy comes out at the front, and he says, "Thank you everyone for coming, for waiting and coming to see Every Man on the Canal. Who's ready for Conclave?"
Yeah, it was just the absolute other side of the coin. And then we just kind of stayed for Conclave until Ray Fiennes said Conclave, and then
until they said the word Conclave, and then we're like, okay, we can go.
Yeah,
now.
we
heard the word Conclave.
Yeah, we know that it was actually Conclave. we had to confirm really quick, but no, it was good. It was really pretty. The Top Gun Maverick stuff was really cool.
It would have been nice to see like a full film there.
Yeah,
But we only had a certain amount of time that happened to be between films, so we were like, we'll just check it out and see what they're playing.
Go on the train and get back and.
Yeah. So that's what we did then. That's also when Brandon left us for a couple days. He left. He separated from us at London. He got his own train back to where he's from because he had to go back to work. So then the next couple days, just the two of us.
We can make it if we tried.
We went on like a bit of a walk with my best mate Owen, and I was trying to take us on like a nature walk, and okay, look.
Yeah.
I had this app that my dad has used that kind of shows you like routes near your location, and it's a very nice app if you're into like nature walks and stuff. But there were 2 walks on there that had the name of the one that we were trying to do. And so I click on a random one. It was meant to be like an hour and a half. And then we get like halfway through the walk, and it's been like an hour and a half. And I look at the bottom of the screen, and it says 3 hours 55. And I'm like, guys, I'm so sorry.
We were in wheat fields for like 2 hours. It was
Yeah,
insane.
and then we were like, instead of going, it looked a bit longer to go the full way round because it kind of we'd done like a straight edge, and then there were like some makes like a trapezium basically on the other side. So we were like, okay, well let's maybe just turn around and go back up the way we came, and then we got lost doing that. So it still took us like the same amount of time.
But regardless, we made it to an English pub. We got a pint. We got a baguette that was delicious.
God, pub lunch.
Pub lunch was delicious. The chips were delicious. Chips, if you guys don't know, is a term for fries. History lesson. They were the best chips I've had on the trip. I would probably say.
Very chunky and crispy.
Very crispy. Because later we had more chips with fish and chips.
Yeah.
And it was like.
So that was this was a bit more of a chill day. We did that. We hung out for a bit, and then later we were going to another one of my neighboring towns because one of my friends is in a band and they were playing at the pub. One of my friends who Jack also recognizes because he's been in some of my films. So we were like, we'll go see his band. And on the way, before we went to that gig, we got fish and chips because obviously, classic British meal.
It was delicious, by the way. It was very good. The fish, it's different than like American fish and chips, which is like just cod. But they take all the skin out, which was weird.
Oh right.
Yeah, and so when I was eating that fish, I was like, oh wow, they like left it all in there. Like they just like deep fried the fish, where in America they like kind of they like take all the meat out of like the body of it, and then they.
Well, I mean, they take
the head off,
Yeah,
like
they like gut it and debone it mostly.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, there is like skin on it as well.
Yeah.
Under the batter.
But before that, actually, we had 4 hours to kill. And in that 4 hours, we turned on the PS5.
Turn on the PS5.
And we played a little game called Shadow of the Colossus by Team Eco.
Team Eco, which is one of like, it's in my top 3 games ever made. I have a tattoo of it on my back. Love it so dearly. What did you think, Jack?
Well, we'll get to my thoughts later because we ended up. We'll circle back to this later. This is is like me like we're doing a Chekhov's gun. This is the Chekhov's gun that we're doing. We're setting up the fact that we played Shadow of the Colossus in the first half. So in the second half, you'll see what I think.
Okay. Yeah, this is good. You keep listening.
Keep people listening to the podcast.
I know everyone was about to switch off.
I know. Yeah.
So the next day, I wanted to.
The band was great, by the way. Anyways, going
on. The band was great. So it was a big thing for me when you were first talking about this trip. You were referring to it as like the London trip, and I was like, cut that out.
Yeah. No. Exactly. Yes.
I was like, cut that out. First of all, I want to show you like where I'm from. We'll go to London for sure, but also I wanted to show you more places in the country so you get like a fuller picture rather than like the touristy location.
Right, that was something I also wanted to take care of too, because like when I on the chances that I get to travel, like we went to New York, like I made sure that I utilized all the resources that I could and not just like looked up TripAdvisor and found like the highest ranked things on TripAdvisor, because that's just the touristy stuff and like that's not fun.
You're not gonna see like the authentic.
Right. Yeah. You're gonna see what they want you to see. And so I was like, what are some things? I mean, I use this term lightly, but like underrated, like things that like an American would not really necessarily know much about. Like I didn't know anything about York before coming to America or Nottingham or anything. Yeah. But yeah.
So that's where we went. The next day we went to York and we met my wonderful friend Adam there, and we didn't have much of like a plan for the day, but we went around. We saw like the York Minster, which is this beautiful like cathedral.
It was very beautiful. And Paddington was there too.
Paddington, there's like a park to the side of it where there's a bench with like a statue of Paddington on. So we got some pictures with Paddington.
And you know who else got pictures with Paddington?
Chester.
Chester did.
So yeah, that was nice, and we had a bit of time to kill before Adam arrived. But when he did, he knows the city way better than I do, so he was like, "You've got to go see the Shambles."
Oh, and that was awesome. It's based on, Diagon Alley from Harry Potter's based on it.
It's this like cobblestone street with loads of really old buildings, and it's all kind of crooked. And so it's a very like that's kind of a very popular tourist spot in York.
Yes, yes.
Because also like, and there's Harry Potter stores on there because like it feels very Harry Potter because that's like where it's based on.
Yeah.
You saw Whitmer Gate,
That was awesome. Yep, yep.
which is like the smallest street in York. It's called Whitmer Gate.
Yeah.
And then we went to some more pubs. You had a lot of interesting talks with him about cultural differences.
Yeah, we talked about football for a long time, American versus European football. James listened very intently. I very much apologize and thank you for listening because we just were kind of like bapping for a while.
I'm not the biggest sports fan, so that was fun for me. To be fair though, I was just kind of sat there being like, Adam from Union Jack Division.
are literally talking together about sports, what is happening. No, that was a really nice talk. It was really, it's getting me more into like football, you know, like this football, and it's making me want to kind of go back and like kind of read up on it.
We've been here the whole time. We didn't cut. We didn't. Nice.
Yeah, sorry, I had to do my little jig before.
Of course, yeah.
Sorry, go on. And where were we at? We were talking about.
I think we just got to the end of York.
Talking about football. Yes.
Football,
yeah. We wanted me to get right into European football. Anyways.
Yes. So that evening, we then travelled from York to Nottingham, and I particularly wanted to show Jack Nottingham because that's where I went to university, and I can say that now because I've graduated, so I don't live there anymore.
Not leaking information.
I'm not doxing myself by saying that. But I have a few of my very good friends still live there or around there. So we went there that evening. We met my my friend Jack, not Jack, but Jack. And we had a drink with him, and we went to my other friends Zach and Heather's, and we stayed there for the evening.
This is probably reaching. Thank you, Brandon. reaching probably. I can comfortably say, maybe my favorite leg of the trip. I would say. I think this was like transformational at this point.
Do you just like Nottingham or like?
Well, like the experience, like the walking around Nottingham, and then like the night out and everything. It was just like it was. I think can comfortably say it's my favorite part of the trip.
Okay.
Thus far.
But you said Nottingham was the place that you've been to that felt most like home to you.
That's true. This where I'm from, which I will also because I still go to school there. I won't dox it. But it's very like college town sort of vibe. Like there's a center. I mean the campus is there, and the center, like right around the school, is like bunch of restaurants and bars and places to get like vintage shops and everything, but then the neighborhoods are like right outside of that, and then it's just everywhere from there.
Yeah.
Right. But what I'll say is that Nottingham felt eerily similar to this place that I'm from. And I loved it, and the nightlife was awesome, and so
yeah. So we had a bit more of a plan for that day. It was a Sunday, and it's the only Sunday that you're in this country, and we have a tradition here where you have a roast dinner on a Sunday, which is I described it to you as basically like a small scale Thanksgiving dinner. He's thinking about it again. He's remembering it.
It was, guys, we've been saying this the entire time. You don't understand. No, you don't understand. No, you don't understand. No, you don't understand Sunday roast. Okay? Sunday roast might have altered my brain chemistry. Like the amount of shit that I put in my stomach in that little amount of time, plus a pint. 2 pints. It was, oh my God, it was so good. Like Yorkshire pudding, pigs in a blanket, I peeked the mic there. I can tell. I didn't. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Yorkshire pudding, pigs in a blanket. I mean, roasted potatoes, the gravy, the beef. My mouth is watering as I'm talking about it. Like, I'm like, oh my God. It was so good. Like, it was so good. And when I posted that photo, so that was the photo. When I posted the photo of the Sunday roast, all my friends were like, what even is this? Like, I don't understand. Like, it looks like brown.
And they don't understand.
And they do not understand. But I have a friend from home who I worked with, and he's from England. And he goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe you just had your first Sunday roast." And I was like, It was so.
Because we do that like every week.
You are spoiled. You are spoiled. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So that was a big thing that we needed to do. We then we went around to a few different spots. We were looking for. Jack wanted, after playing a bit of Shadow of the Colossus, you were wanting to buy your own copy.
Correct. And we went to 2 CEXs and we found some pickups.
And we did find some pickups there. But we just had a little look around the city. We showed you some other places that I really like. So the Broadway Cinema in Nottingham is like like my favorite cinema ever.
It was awesome over there.
So we just kind of walked into the foyer and just had a look at it. But I love that place. And we wanted to show you the Angel, which is my favorite pub in Nottingham.
Yes, that was really awesome.
It's a nice place.
They had like people playing Irish music on like violins and violas, and
all just sat around a table together.
I mean, if Jason wanted to put a clip,
he won't.
He won't.
It's fine.
Okay.
But we did that, and we also went to Ye Olde Trip to Jerusalem, which claims to be the oldest pub in England, but there are also many pubs that claim to be the oldest pub in England. But there's a lot of caves in Nottingham, and it's kind of built into a cave.
It was awesome. The pint there was delicious, and the aesthetic was super cool too. Like there's nothing. I mean, I won't say that there's nothing like that, but like at least from where I'm from, nothing like that, and nothing as like beautiful.
It was right next to the castle as well, so you got to see like the Robin Hood statue.
Yeah. Oh, yep. See that.
So that was cool, but then we ended the night. We had another Spoons dinner, but then where we went from there, we went to NQ64.
That was our night out. That was the night out. NQ64 is like arcade bar. Mm-hmm. That night was like a movie. That night was like a movie. There were so many adventures that happened. There were so many things that happened in that stretch of time.
Yes.
We could be here all day.
But
right?
just to explain NQ64 a bit more, it's like you get tokens for the machines, but there's also like this strip in the middle that just has like modded consoles, and all the consoles have like a bunch of games on them. So it's like you started off by playing Smash 64.
I tried to unlock NES and I failed.
There was a point where we were all kind of sat in a row down this middle way. You were playing Smash 64. Other Jack was playing Metal Gear Solid, and like so I was playing. I forget what I was even playing.
Tony Hawk, right? Or Skate?
F-Zero, I think.
Oh,
yes. And then Zach was on the 360 playing Skate 3, and it's like, so it's an arcade, but they also just have straight up games there, and you can just go in for free and just start playing video games.
It was awesome. But what's awesome about NQ64 is that like it's not like a Dave and Buster's, and that like you have like your regular game, you have like the video games, but you also have like your ticket games where you can go to the prize counter. You can get all the games there are like, I don't know if they're all authentic, but they were all like game, like Crazy Taxi,
Dancing Stage. I don't know either.
Dancing Stage, Donkey Kong, Mario Brothers.
It was like a Guitar Hero.
That was awesome. God, there was just so many like just games there. And they had like a bunch of cocktails that were all themed after video games. So I had this one called the Toadette Tipple. It was like a pink, like vodka or something like that, and it was like pink lemonade vodka or whatever. It had like a little marshmallow on top and like it was delicious. Had a Power Star martini.
Yeah,
it was a little.
And it's not like they're just named after them. They have like the Toadette's Tipple. awful name. The Codex Tipple glass has like white dots on it, so when the pink drink is in there, it looks like her kind of
mushroom head
cap.
thing.
Yeah.
But we had many adventures there. We all played so many video games. We played a bunch of Crazy Taxi. Maybe you want to like buy a arcade cabinet at Crazy Taxi. It's so cool.
I love Crazy Taxi.
It was so awesome. But then
we met.
I was about to say
these guys came up to me. Well, one guy came up to me and was like, "Can you help me prank my friend?" And I was like, "Yes." And then his friend comes up and he's basically trying to convince his friend that they met me on some other night out and like trying to make him feel bad for not remembering me. And then he like completely is like feeling guilty about it, and we let the prank kind of die away, and we're like, "What's up? What's your name?" His name's Jack. What's the other guy's name? Jack. I'm like, "You're both called Jack? I'm here with 2 Jacks." And we get all the Jacks together.
And then we find out that the 2 bartenders are also named Jack. So we were in a building with 6 Jacks in the vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
All together. Like,
yes.
It was so weird. That was a weird part. That was a weird part of the night.
Yeah.
But we kind of wrapped up there, right?
Yeah, we went back to
not before you
to I'd had a few, and
that was the most okay, for the record, for all the Americans watching, okay? Whenever we would have a pint, we're not like alcoholics or anything, you know, like we're not like we're just like sipping a beer. That night was the only night that we like got drunk, right? Like when none of us were drunk for the rest of the trip. That was like the only night. I would say.
Yeah. But I was the drunkest I've been in a very long time, and we're leaving NQ64, and I'm like, "Zach, get on my back. I'm gonna give you a piggyback." And he gets on my back. And I'm walking with him on my back, and I'm clearly not very stable because I'm drunk. And my other friend Jack says to me, "Oh, you're looking a bit wobbly there, mate." And I say, "No, watch this." And I start running with Zach on my back, and I don't think I make it very far before we both, what feels like very slowly, fall to the ground. And so now I'm a bit scuffed up on my knee and my elbow. As is Zach. Apologies to Zach about your elbow. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, but we got back, played some Cards Against Humanity.
Yes.
Woke up the next morning.
Threw up a few times.
You threw up a few times. Woke up the next morning, and then we were hopping on a train back to here, and along the way we got Brandon again.
We met Brandon on the train.
It was awesome.
Yeah, we managed to get the same train back, which also made it very easy to coordinate getting back to my house. So, thank you, trains. First time I've said that. And what we did that day, we were like, we know we're probably going to be hungover. We've just been spending the last few days doing so much stuff. We're probably just going to want to chill out for the day.
And this is where the Chekhov's gun fires. We finished Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes.
And it was amazing. And that game was so awesome. I think for me, not the biggest hurdle, but like something I had to get used to was like we started the game and I was like, okay, well, I need to figure out how to upgrade my stuff. I need to figure out how to like talk to like feed the horse, maybe get the horse a saddle or whatever. There's nothing like that. It's just you and the goal. Mm-hmm. And that was like, oh, I guess okay. Like, I guess I'll just go do the next thing, I guess. And it's just so good. The story, so good. The locales were so great. The end, the entire end sequence, oh my, so good. Mm-hmm. So much, like, so many theories you could think about. So many, like all the Colossi, all the fights were awesome. Aggro, stupid. I love and hate that horse equally. It was awesome. It was so good. Like, it was so good. And then and I had already bought it, and I was like, I feel very comfortable in that purchase. Yes. When I bought Shadow of the Colossus.
I think because I was kind of like surprised when you were going into it thinking like, oh, where are the upgrades? Where are this, that, and the other? I guess because I had more when I played it, I had more of kind of prior knowledge about Team Eco and their design philosophy because they're so like minimalist.
Yeah.
And so it's definitely a game that doesn't work for everyone because it is literally like, okay, you go and fight this boss, and then you are sent back to the like temple where you start, and you've got to like find your way through this pretty barren open world to try and find the next one, and then you just rinse and repeat.
There are no NPCs. There's no one
Yeah.
to talk to. It's just traversing the world, and to me, the world is beautiful, and the
Yeah.
soundtrack just like elevates it already. Like,
Yeah, it's very atmospheric,
yes,
and it's like it's in a way that like you kind of I can definitely see people being like looking at it and thinking like, is that it? But like if it like clicks with you, it really clicks with you.
yes, absolutely.
And I think clearly it did for both of us.
Yeah.
I mean, I put it on my back permanently.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
Yeah. But I was just so glad that you liked it as much as you did.
Yeah, it was
because
so good. It was so
obviously it's kind of like.
and you're watching me get pissed off at the game too, and that was.
But that's something I said to you at the start. Is like, here's the thing you got to understand about Team Eco games. They're all the best game ever and so beautiful, but they also all kind of control like shit.
Yeah, and there were some moments where I was like, it's not controlling very well right now, guys.
Yeah.
And there's some moments where you need to be pretty precise, and it doesn't really lend itself very well to being precise. But all that to say, it's a very good game. It's a very good
Yes.
game.
It's fantastic.
Then we finished the night by reading your script as well for your new feature film.
We did.
Or should we censor that? Can we?
You can say that, but yeah, I've written a script, and Jack gave me some feedback on it, which was very useful.
It was very good script. It was a very good script.
Oh, thank you.
Next day.
Next day. So we're now at yesterday. So
Oh yeah. Okay.
yesterday we went back into London for our second day into London out of 3. We've got another one coming. But we went to the Natural History Museum first thing.
That was awesome. But
This is where Jack realized like a flaw within himself.
yeah, we were all looking at these exhibits, and they're so beautiful. And then some sign said Pokemon pop-up shop. And we all went, well, we got to go to the Pokemon pop-up shop. We went to the Pokemon pop-up shop. And we were in there for a little too long. And we were looking around, and I was like, ooh, that looks cool. Maybe I'll buy that. And I was like, oh, I don't want to buy that. It's like 50 pounds, and it's a hoodie, and it's
expensive there.
it's expensive there, and the water bottles. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff. We left, and I was like, first of all, waited in a long line to get into the Natural History Museum. The Natural History Museum is a very beautiful building with a lot of really interesting exhibits, and there's so many sections on like rocks and like minerals and stuff, and there's so many like gems and all this beautiful stuff. And we spent maybe the most time in the stupid Pokemon pop-up shop, which is so dumb. It's so dumb. I can't believe we did that.
I don't know that we spent the most time there.
No, but we spent a little too much time in the Pokemon pop-up shop.
Maybe.
Yes. but it was the rest of it was just amazing. I love going to museums. I love I felt like we kind of burned through that museum quickly, but I don't necessarily blame us because I can tell it's a very touristy sort of place to go.
It is, yeah.
And it's they're so very big, but there's so many people there, and kids were running around, and I just couldn't get myself to stand there and focus on an exhibit for that long. So it was just
on that day in particular as well. Like the last few times I've been there, to get in, you just kind of walk in. But this time, we literally had to go in this huge snaking queue to get in at all. And it's because it's also free admission. It's like, so some people had paid for tickets to get in faster, and then people who hadn't got a ticket had to go through this big queue. And it's like that. I guess maybe we just went on the wrong day or something, because that was...
there's so many people.
Very,
it was
very busy.
so packed. It was so packed. And regardless, though, we got the experience there, and then we went to Frameless after that. And that was awesome. Frameless is like this art gallery, but it's all done via projections and stuff.
Yeah, they call it an immersive art gallery. So it's literally, they project onto... You go into like a room, and that's like the piece of art is just this one room, and they will project onto all four walls, and sometimes like the ceiling and the floor as well. So you're literally just standing in this complete bit of art around you, and it kind of cycles through famous artworks, but they're all kind of animated as well. Some of them are interactive. Like there was one where there'll be like petals projected onto the floor, and as you kind of like move through them, they'll scatter and then go up the walls to create this piece of artwork.
Yeah, it was really cool. I thought it was awesome, but very touristy. I could tell.
Yeah.
It's on a trip. It was like on the TripAdvisor website when I looked it up, and I kind of knew that going in. I was like, there might be a lot of people here. There were a lot of people there, a lot of kids, just like people just letting their kids run around. Which whatever, who cares? Yeah. It's public. But I really liked it. I thought it was awesome. The gift store was pretty cool. I got something for my partner there. And then we just kind of like went around. We went to an Italian restaurant. That was quite good.
We went to Ask Italian.
Yep, it was quite good. Cut a pizza with some scissors.
Yeah, I think that's a new development for them, because they always would give you a wheel, but now they gave us these funny scissors.
Yep. Then we were going to go to Chinatown, and we wound up going into a video media store and just going to the DVD
section. We went to HMV and just started looking through.
Have you seen this movie? Oh, it's really good. Wow, good movie. Whoa, this movie. I can't believe they made it on Blu-ray.
Oh, I want to see this one. Have you seen this one?
Oh, I have. Oh, now this is a great film.
I want to see that.
Oh, it's a very good film.
Oh, this one.
We did that for like 30 minutes, and we were like, okay, whatever. So then we finished the night.
In a big way, guys.
In a big way. We went to the West End.
Yes.
And we saw Avenue Q on the West End. Recent revival in April, right, Brandon? Yeah. Okay. Yep. And it's a Tony Award winner. It was very infamous for winning the Tony Award over Wicked, the year that it came out. I could be wrong about this, but there was some controversy around that because Wicked's very popular. And going into and what I had known about Avenue Q going in was that it's a show that's very similar to Sesame Street, but like raunchy, and that's something that's been done many times before. You know, like, oh, we're Muppets, but we do really weird like we have sex, and it's really weird.
It's kind of like the Conker's Bad Fur Day thing.
Yes.
Where it's like, here's something that looks like it's made for kids, but it's made for adults.
Yeah, and that's the kind of the joke for a lot of. So going in, I was like, okay, I'm excited to see the show. It's a very famous show, but I'm admittedly a little weary because I'm like,
is this gonna be the only joke?
Is this gonna be it, right? And also, I'm taking, this is my first West End show. This is Brandon's first West End show. You've been to a bunch.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is new. There were other options, and I was like, well, we could have seen Cabaret, which is like, if you're gonna go to Cabaret, you're gonna have a good time. It's just an amazing show. And you're like, well, let's go see Avenue Q. We finished it, and it was
really, 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 really good.
It was so funny. I didn't bring the. Oh, should I go get the booklets? That's all right. Okay, one of the souvenirs. Okay, one of the pickups I got. Part one for the pickups. I got a souvenir program because they don't have, because in America, if you've been on Broadway before, they usually give you a program that's about this big or so. Playbill, yeah, and it just kind of there's ads in there, information about the cast and the crew, whatever. But on the West End, it's a thing that you purchase, but it's a little bit nicer than that. It's like big. And they laminate it, and like it's only like there's a couple ads, sure, but it's like mainly about
The
the
production.
the production. And so we saw it, and it was hilarious, and it had bits of that, like, we're Sesame Street, but we say bad words and whatever.
But it never relied on that.
No, it never did.
It's just like the book is just funny.
Yes, and it's really charming, and like all the characters suck. Like they're all bad people, and they all make mistakes and all this stuff. But like, I don't know, in a weird, twisted way, I felt at the end of the show, I felt warm, like how I would feel watching a Sesame Street episode, kind of like I felt like
it had a lot of heart.
Yeah, it had and it's written by the people who made Frozen and Frozen 2. So you're like, what the heck? This is crazy. it's really, it's something special. It's so good. And like, and it's a very relevant piece to be brought back. Because it's, I could be so wrong, but the first time it's been revived on such a big scale since it came out in 2003. And it was so good. It was so good. And funny, and I was just happy that we went, and it was my first West End show, and it was awesome.
And it was just a really good time.
Yeah,
and I also had my kind of reservations going in, not knowing much about it, and it kind of won me over just instantly.
Yes, it's very hilarious. It starts with a song called "What Do You Do with the BA in English." And then it goes right into a song called "Everyone's a Little Bit Racist Sometimes," and it's just it's really funny. It's really funny. It felt very South Parky, which is like to me like offensive, but like with some well, South Park doesn't really have a lot of I don't know, but like
it's all about people who are trying to figure their lives out.
Yeah.
And it's like it's always relatable to everyone, because everyone's always doing that. So yeah, I think we all really came away from it thinking like that was a really good choice of something to see, and like now we all have something that's like a new musical that we can say that we really love.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely my top 5 now. And I've heard
What are your top 5?
Sunday in the Park with George is number 1. Come From Away is number 2.
Okay.
Oh, I want to say West Side Story is probably 3. Maybe this Avenue Q is probably 4. 5. I mean, I don't want to say Beetlejuice, because Beetlejuice is like the music's not that like sophisticated, but the experience of seeing Beetlejuice was like awesome. So I'd say probably 5, just on experience alone. Okay. So
fair play. And that was yesterday. That brings us to today. Our plans for today are, here we are. And after this, we're actually making history. We're making history out of
this. You would say, some could say that this was maybe the first plan that we came up with since planning this trip. Like we thought about going to the West End and thought about doing York and Nottingham and doing
like,
all these
as a set plan. We're like, we have to do that.
Minions and Monsters followed by
a complete playthrough of Silent Hill 2 for the PlayStation 2.
Yes.
As far as I'm aware, no one has ever done that before.
And this is our challenge. Minions Hill 2. Can you complete it? Let us know in the comments if you've gotten this far in the podcast and you know about this challenge.
If you can complete the Minions Hill 2 challenge, then you will be part of a very exclusive club called the Silent Monsters.
Well, shoot us a DM and we'll
make a group.
Make a group chat and we'll all talk about the hidden themes and
the hidden kind of links between
the parallels of everything.
You probably wouldn't notice unless you did this exact challenge.
Yeah, but it's another one of these like hangout days, because in the next 2 days we've got a lot of other exciting things happening as well.
Yeah. So tomorrow we are off to Thorpe Park, which is a theme park because that's just something that we like doing. Is going
Of course,
on
riding
funny
roller coasters.
rides.
Come on, it's a pastime. I love some roller coasters.
So we're doing that with my friend Owen again, and then after that, we're following that up with a Tipping Stars trip tradition, which is a viewing of the Joe Keery classic Spree.
Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Spree. We're gonna spree it up, bro. We're gonna absolutely spree it up. It's gonna be great.
And I bet that sounded great on the mic.
Yep.
And then the day after that, someone's birthday.
It's my birthday, 2022, yay!
Someone's going to turn 22. And so what we're doing for that, we're going back into London. We're going to have a nice lunch out for your birthday. And then we're going to see My Neighbor Totoro on the West End.
Which will be a lot of fun. I'm very looking forward to that. I've seen the screenshots and it's like, might be life-changing, I don't know.
I don't think I've seen anything. I saw screenshots of Spirited Away.
Really?
Don't think I've seen anything of Totoro.
I keep it that way.
Yeah, I'm planning.
Because what I've seen, I'm like, it looks awesome. It's gonna be exciting. I'm very looking forward to that. But that is our last full day. Brandon will be leaving us from there in London again, and then the next morning, we're taking this guy back to the airport. I'm going back home to the Americas. It's gonna be really sad, but we got some days left.
We've got a few days left, and some exciting stuff to do, and some hanging out to do.
Yeah, of course. We got Silent Hill 2 today.
Yeah. So
if you're asking what are we playing, like we can skip that. That question is Silent Hill 2 tonight. But then after that, I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 3. So I think that's my plan after this.
Yeah. After so I think I'm either gonna do Metal Gear Solid 3 because also I just finished 2. I'm either gonna go straight into 3 or I might do the Dead Space remake on PS5. Is maybe my next thing, but I'm gonna decide which one of those depending on just how I feel like what I want to get into.
Yeah, but that's the answer to that question. That's all we got for that.
Yeah.
So,
do you want to show your pickups?
I do. Oh my goodness. Let's get into it. Hold on. We're gonna do some. Okay, cool. We're gonna scoot this stuff over. Okay, for context, I have the other things I don't have over here are 2 booklets, one from me and one from my partner from Avenue Q, the Avenue Q programs, and also got my partner a cool book notebook. If you're Grace, don't watch this podcast or you'll get it leaked. One more Grace gift I got is this really cute bag for her. Look at this. It's so sweet. It's a cinnamon roll, right?
Is it?
I think that's his name. But it's a cute bag. You can put your things in. It's a circular bag. Come on. Now it's kind of become a bit amongst us, maybe, that, well, first of all, I love One Piece. Okay, One Piece has been a recent development of mine. I love it. I started it as a challenge to be like, I can get through the longest anime, or one of the longest animes. I can get through it. Done. Easy. And with it, I find that the show is actually really good, and I am going to get through the end because it's really awesome. But in that experience, so at the Camden Market, I got this really sweet Luffy straw hat, and that's like legit straw, and it fits my dumb little head. I'm going to put it on actually right now. And I got a Frankie Pop figure, which is awesome. They don't make a lot of like Frankie merch, and so I was like, I think as of right now he's my favorite character, but that's subject to change because like there's just so many awesome characters in the show. But current favorite character Frankie, subject to change, but I wanted to get a figure of him. We also got a bunch of snacks here. We don't have. Are we gonna?
We did. Not all of them are here anymore because they're more like in here, but you've had Jaffa Cakes.
Yes.
You just had a bag of Monster Munch.
Yes, that was very good, and also a Skips.
Skips.
Underrated snack. Okay.
Prawn cocktail. Skips.
I'm gonna pick up some more probably on the way out. Actually, this is good.
Yeah.
So on the way out, can we? Can we? I want to grab some for my partner as well. So yeah, there you go. But
yeah,
it's been good.
Been trying some stuff.
I had a whole
similar
packet.
to like we did an episode on the last trip where we tried stuff like on the podcast, some British and Canadian snacks. So a lot of the same ones you've been
Yeah.
trying that
The
we did
Monster
in that
Munch
episode.
was another one. Jaffa. Did they have? You all had Jaffa cakes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's just good. Like good. It's good stuff. And now for the Holy Grail, the CEX pickups. Let's get right into it. We talked about it a lot, so I'll just show it. We got Shadow of the Colossus. It is very good. It's the price was very reasonable. I wanted to get it here because in America they don't really print a lot of these copies for some reason.
Yeah, so you said it was like $45.
Yeah, on Amazon it was like $45 for a used copy, and I'm like, I don't want to, so I just got this.
And that was £15.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Comparison.
I got GTA 5. I think it's like the third time I've bought GTA 5, but I got it on my PS4, sold my PS4, so I don't have that version anymore. And I have it on my Steam Deck, but you can't play it on my Steam Deck because it's too big, and I don't have a PC yet. I'll see if I can save up for one after this expensive trip that I went on. So I got it on the console, GTA 5. It's the plan. Got The Quarry. It's a game by Supermassive Games. They also made Until Dawn. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a choose-your-own-adventure
Random
sort
fact
of.
check approved.
Yeah, it's a choose-your-own-adventure sort of game about summer camp. I love summer camp. I've been working at a couple summer camps, and so I wanted to get a game about it and play it with my partner. So got The Quarry, and then in celebration of history being made today, I got the remake of Silent Hill 2 on the PlayStation 5.
Which I should add. So Brandon and I have both played the remake and both fucking loved the remake. Like, incredible. Neither of us have played the original, but you've played neither.
And also don't know anything about it.
You know nothing about it. Which is like, so now we get to see Jack's reaction to like the story and stuff, which I think is like maybe the best story in gaming.
Well, you haven't played Mother 3 yet.
That's true.
He has not played Mother 3.
That's
Or
true.
Earthbound. Well, Earthbound's a little looser on the story. You have to kind of dig for Earthbound's story a little bit.
But I'm getting to those. As it stands right now, my favorite story in gaming is Silent Hill 2.
Yeah. I predict... I'm going to knock on some wood right now.
That's not...
Oh,
okay.
shit. Is this wood over here?
That's no, it's all...
Where's
it's
wood?
all fake.
Oh. I'm going to hope that Silent Hill 2 is a 5-star game. I'm thinking it probably has a chance of being a 5-star game.
We'll see.
So yeah.
So yeah, I'll show the other things that I got.
Oh yeah, go ahead and show off your films.
I already showed I got Imavep on DVD. I'm a big what you can't see in this frame, big DVD shelf here, there, two massive ones behind the camera. I'm a big DVD collector. The Sacrifice I already mentioned, and then in Nottingham I got Orpheus, which is by Jean Cocteau. It's like a French 1950s retelling of Orpheus's story, which is cool. I got Ratcatcher by Lynn Ramsey, which I think is maybe my favorite Lynn Ramsey film. I got Summer 1993, which I haven't seen, but I have seen people with similar tastes to mine rate it very highly, and I think it looks very good from what I've seen. And I got The Umbrellas of Cherbourg.
Great film.
Which is a classic.
Great film.
Recommend that.
Is that don't tell me. I know who made that film. It's oh no. What's her name? Who made it?
Jacques Demy.
Jacques Demy, I knew it.
Yeah, nice try. And I also got Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii.
Shout out
to that. Because it was at a good price, and I was like, I actually do want to own that, so I got that as well. And that's what I got. And also, I'm just going to mention it because Brandon is such a lad. He got like a 4K of Paris, Texas, and it came with a Blu-ray disc as well. And he was like, I have no use for this. So he gave me the Blu-ray of Paris, Texas, and also threw in Perfect Days in there because he's a lad. And he gave me the fucking like box as well. And it's like, because I just have DVDs that are like such low quality. Now I have like one of my favorite movies of all time in higher quality and also like the original aspect ratio. And then yesterday, if that wasn't enough, he buys the Criterion 4K of Yi Yi by Edward Yang, another one of my favorite films, and now his, now that he's seen it. And he gives me the Blu-ray from that as well. So I have that in high quality now as well. I didn't have to pay anything, just friendship.
Oh, that's so sweet. How nice.
Yes.
How nice. Is there anything else we should mention?
I just want to ask you some questions before we
Yes,
wrap
please do. Please do.
up. So, this is obviously like primarily a gaming podcast.
Of course.
What do you think about kind of like, we've done some game collecting here. What do you think are the differences between game collecting here and in America?
Cheaper.
Cheaper.
A lot cheaper and a lot more accessible, I'll say. I think you find that, at least in my experience, like gaming, and this is kind of like exposing myself. I've sold like all my retro games. Like everything GameCube back I sold. So I have all my Wii games still. I have Wii U. I have 3DS. I sold my OG DS games. I sold all that stuff. And because it's just like, it's so lucrative and it's so expensive. I'm looking at like some games you had back, like Eternal Dark. How much was Eternal Darkness right there for you?
I feel like it was like £28.
Crazy, because it's $100-something in the US.
Yeah.
How much is Pokemon Coliseum right there?
That's gone up. That I saw it the other day for like 48. When I got it was 15.
Crazy, $150 in the US. Like it's like it's just not a cost-effective hobby anymore. And also, like, I'll be honest, I ended up playing Pokemon Coliseum on my own time via means, and it is not worth $150. I pay $150 for Shadow of the Colossus because it's good. I mean, I would pay I paid $400 for Earthbound, but the only reason why I did it is because it's my favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
I think, and that's kind of how I value that. Pokemon Coliseum is not worth that. Like, and so, and to me, it's like, why should I spend so much money on a game that isn't gonna really, like, you know, touch me here? And so, like, I kind of fell out of it. But being here, seeing your selection, and I'm like, oh my god, like, you can walk into a store and like there's all these games, and like even the glass case stuff, you look in and you're like, okay, well, Pokemon's expensive, makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's always gonna be expensive forever. But like Mario 64, I'm like, that's not a bad price for Mario 64, like 30 something pounds. I mean, that's not bad for Mario 64 on the original.
Yeah.
And like, I think it's way more accessible from like the little bit that I've seen. And also, since CEX is such a bigger chain here, it's way easier to start here than it is to start in the US.
Also, because you can get like retro consoles for decent prices.
Yes,
for CEX,
that too.
which is where like all of these retro ones back here have come from there.
That's insane. Because all the like pop-up shops that I've been to, not pop-up shops, but like small businesses, video game businesses, the consoles are up.
Yeah.
And
which we of course don't have a lot of those kind of shops because CEX fills that bracket, which is, I don't know, you can definitely say that that's negative in its own way, but it does mean that it is much more accessible, as you said.
Yeah. It's very easy to start here. If I lived here, I think I would consider getting back into going to retro stuff and like kind of building a video game collection from the ground up again. But I'm just kind of not in that space right now. Yeah. And even like, but also that goes for games like PS4 games. And like more modern stuff, like the pricing on that is pretty, like,
yeah. If you look, it's not that anyone watching can look, but if you see how many like PS3 games I have,
yes,
I got that console like 3 years ago. I bought most of those like around that same time because those are like dirt cheap, and it's just like that's just a complete game library that I've been able to build very easily.
Yeah, this is like the PS4 is a console that's like pretty all things considered, cost effective in the U.S.
Mhm.
And that's still kind of carried over to here too. Like
Yeah.
I went straight to PS4 when I showed up because I'm like, these are games I'd be able to buy. Because I'm used to going to a store now and being like, okay, what PS4 games do they have? Because they're like usually pretty cost effective.
Yeah.
And that's kind of stayed the same. But everything else is also like, that's crazy that you're able to, get a game like Xenoblade on the Wii for £12.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Stuff
How
like
much
that.
would it go for in America?
I couldn't even tell you. I don't know
But
off the top of my head. But like probably
lots.
like 40 in the 40 range.
Okay.
So like yeah, it's definitely more expensive in the US than it is here.
So now you've had a range of experiences in this country now, in different places with different people. Do you think most of it has kind of matched up to your expectations, or has there been a lot that surprised you?
I think it has the in terms of the people has not surprised me. The
Right.
people have not surprised me at all. Like I've
Well, you've known of quite a.
I've
fair
known
few
of
people
them. I've
from
known
there.
of them, but also at the same time, and I've known you guys for forever and others from the country. But like, everyone's just so nice, and like, and honestly though, given circumstances that I won't get into on this video game podcast, but like, there's some things happening in America that are, not favorable, and I am very thankful that like that has not been pushed on me,
Yeah.
as someone from the country, and I've been able to openly talk about stuff like that. And they're like, oh yeah, like we never thought, you know what I mean? And so it's been good going to places like, but then what has surprised me is just how easy of an adjustment it was. I was worried that I was going to show up and be like, oh no, they're going to think I'm so weird, and they're going to think like I'm not, like I'm an American and stuff like that. But every time I there's just been a couple things where like, I'm a very loud talker, as you know, and Adam at some point, like we were in a pub and he's like, by the way, you're talking very loud. And
Yeah.
and that's just like, he's like, usually like people like know you're an American if you talk very loud, so like just kind of keep your voice down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, interesting, okay. And I'm like, and it's just like stuff like that, like it's been very welcoming. And yeah, no, but there's been aspects that have surprised me, but like in a positive way, not in like a surprised me how shit it was, but it was like it's been just an awesome experience, especially first time leaving the U.S. And North America, I should say.
Yeah. I'll say, is there anything else that you want to say about this trip, or anything about this experience?
You should go. It's awesome. No, it's just been so much fun, and thank you. I mean, I'm not sure if your friends watch the podcast, but huge thank you to them again for like just letting me tag along, sleep in their flat, and like getting me drinks and food and paying for stuff, and like being so willing to show someone around and teaching me a lot. Like, I love learning. That's like, it's like a recent like passion of mine, of like learning things on my own pace and everything, and trying new things and like new food and going to new places, and like it's just like been exactly what I could have asked for, more than I could have asked for.
Yeah.
And it's been awesome. So thank you for letting me stay, and thank you to Brandon for being awesome, and because we're in the guest room together, and it's been awesome having late night talks and whatever, and it's been great. It's just been like awesome. It's been more than I could have asked, and it's a great birthday present. it's a great birthday. So yeah, no, it's been great. It's been a great trip.
Right, I think we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching.
We've got minions to watch.
We've got some minions. We've got some history to make.
Yep.
But we'll be back soon with another episode, not in person, but with more of us.
True.
There'll be more of us.
True.
But not Chester.
I'll put Chester on the camera. Chester.
But with Chester.
But Chester will be on the camera. Like,
Chester will be.
I'll put him on my desk. I feel like it'd be stupid if I didn't put him on my desk.
We should give him his own like little box.
That would be.
Just like I'll make a 7-person layout. I'll do it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do
Okay.
the Chester section.
Yeah.
That's great. Jack, do you wanna bring us out?
All right. Thank you for watching episode 33 of the Tipping Stars podcast, England edition. We will catch you all on the flip and flop.
Bye.
Tipping Stars out.